Hello, friends, and welcome back to Bay Area Housewife of True Crime, where I like to tell the stories of the real cucuys and lloronas of the world. We are at part 2 of the Deanna Lynn Johnson case. As a reminder, topics may be triggering. Viewer and listener discretion is very strongly advised. The people mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in court. In 2016, homicide detectives in Vacaville tested the DNA material found underneath Deanna's fingernails and blood on her boot. In 2017, the DNA was a match to Marvin, aka Ziggy, and they were able to charge him for Deanna's murder. In January of 2017, the Solano County District Attorney's Office issued an arrest warrant for Marvin Ray Markle Jr. in relation to the death of Deanna Lynn Johnson. In a news conference, Deanna's mom, Ginger, said, and I quote, "Today is a day Deanna's family never thought would come. We miss her very much, and we rely on happy memories and live on knowing that Deanna believed in God because of rainbows, and we believe in God because of Deanna," unquote. Unfortunately, the case saw major legal setbacks due to the pandemic, but trial for Deanna's case finally began earlier this year. The Vallejo, California trial lasted 6 weeks. According to forensic pathologist Dr. Harold Brazil, Deanna died of strangulation and severe brain injuries. At trial, the public defender asserted that another person was responsible for Deanna's murder and that the lacerations on her face were likely caused by a fireplace poker. However, the science and DNA does not lie, as Ziggy's DNA was found at the crime scene and the autopsy report indicated that Deanna's wounds were caused by a large rock or football-sized chunk of concrete. Various police officers who were originally on Deanna's case in 1982 were able to testify this year. In court, multiple people, including Ziggy's sister, testified that he had actually confessed to killing Deanna. Melissa Markle testified on the stand that her brother was filled with so much guilt over killing Deanna that he had thoughts of self-harm. In March of this year, a Solano County jury found him guilty of first-degree murder for the murder of Deanna, as well as an enhancement for personal use of a deadly weapon. In May of this year, he was handed a 26 years to life in prison. As this was his second life sentence, this real-life cucuy will be in prison for as long as he shall live. At his sentencing hearing, even though he was wearing an ugly striped jail suit, was shackled with a shaved head and a silver goatee, he smiled at his audience. As of this recording, 59-year-old Marvin is being held at the Fairfield, California Justice Detention Facility. The DA's office released the following statement. From that moment of finding Deanna Lynn Johnson's lifeless body on the railroad tracks and all of the years since, Vacaville Police Department never once gave up. The defendant deprived Deanna Lynn of a life that he has lived. Although nothing will bring Deanna Lynn back, hopefully his conviction provides some sense of closure and justice for our community. Every parent's worst nightmare is to bury their child. Our hearts go out to Deanna Lynn's parents who lived that nightmare, and to the rest of her family and friends as they have waited a lifetime for justice. After the guilty verdict, DA Krishna Abrams said, and I quote, "I am so thankful for the dedication of the Vacaville Police Department and members of our office that no matter how much time went by, they remained steadfast in their commitment to Deanna Lynn Johnson to solve her horrific case." We've reached the end of today's episode over at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. Thank you so much for coming down the rabbit hole where I currently live. Stay tuned for the next episode on the next case. Make sure to follow me on socials. My personal IG is at bayarea.housewife. The podcast's IG is at Bay Area HW of True Crime. Like I said, you can find me on Spotify and Apple Podcast at Bay Area Housewife of True Crime. I'm also on YouTube. If you like my content, do me a solid and rate my show wherever you listen. As always, I accept and respect your opinions. I welcome all comments, questions, case suggestions, etc. Call me, beat me at yayareahousewife@gmail.com. And yes, that's yay area with the Y, like E40 said. I'll see you chismosas y chismosos in the next. Adios.